Hello, welcome to the fascinating world of chemistry. Let's talk about something happening all around you. Chemistry. It's not some abstract concept confined to laboratories, it's the very fabric of our existence. Chemistry is the science of what things are made of, the fundamental building blocks that compose everything we see and interact with. It delves into the nature of matter itself, how they behave and how they change. It explores the transformations that matter undergoes, the reactions that shape our world. Everything you touch, from the smooth surface of your phone to the rough bark of a tree, see or smell is made of chemicals. The sweet scent of a flower, the vibrant colors of a sunset, all orchestrated by chemical compounds. Your phone, with its intricate circuitry and glowing screen. Your clothes woven from fibers dyed with colorful pigments, even you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your very existence are all driven by complex chemical processes. Chemistry isn't just for scientists. It's not locked away in sterile labs with bubbling beakers. It helps everyone understand the world. It provides a framework for comprehending the natural phenomena that surround us. Knowing chemistry is like having a superpower, a secret lens through which you can decipher the mysteries of the universe. It lets you see what's really happening around you, the invisible dance of molecules that dictates the behavior of everything. Why does a cake rise? What causes that fluffy, delicious texture? Why does soda fizz? Where do those delightful bubbles come from? Chemistry explains it all. It provides the answers to these everyday questions and countless more. From the smallest speck of dust floating in a sunbeam to the largest star burning billions of miles away, chemistry is the set of rules for how matter behaves. It's the universal language that governs the interactions of atoms and molecules. It's not just a school subject, something you memorize for a test and then forget. It's the key to understanding existence. It unlocks the secrets of the universe, one molecule at a time. Rust on a bike? An unsightly nuisance? That's oxidation, a chemical reaction. Iron atoms combining with oxygen in the air, a slow but relentless process. Fireworks colors, a dazzling spectacle, different elements releasing energy as light. Each element emits a unique color when heated, creating the breathtaking displays we love. Chemistry reveals the how and why behind everyday wonders. It transforms the mundane into the marvelous, the ordinary into the extraordinary. So, let's explore chemistry together. Embark on a journey of discovery, unraveling the mysteries of matter, simply and clearly. We'll break down complex concepts into digestible pieces, making chemistry accessible to everyone. We'll look at the building blocks of everything, atoms and molecules, the fundamental units of matter, and see how they create our world. How these tiny particles assemble to form everything from rocks and trees to stars and planets. By the end you'll realize you don't just use chemistry, it's not just a tool in a lab coat, you live it. It's an integral part of your very being. You are a walking, talking chemistry experiment, a complex and fascinating collection of chemical reactions, constantly interacting with the world around you. And that's pretty cool. In fact, it's downright amazing. Science rules. Let's dive in and explore the wonders of chemistry together. Let's start with the very foundation of everything around us, atoms. These tiny particles are the key to understanding the world at its most fundamental level. We'll explore what they are, how they interact, and why they're so important. Atoms are the universe's Lego bricks, the fundamental building blocks that make up all matter. Just like Lego bricks can be combined in countless ways to create complex structures, atoms combine to form the vast array of substances we see and interact with every day. They are the smallest unit of an element that retains the chemical properties of that element. Imagine trying to break an atom down further. You'd lose those defining characteristics. There are over 100 types called elements, each with its own unique set of properties. These elements are the basic ingredients of the universe, and they combine in different ways to create everything we know. These elements are neatly organized and listed on the periodic table, a chart that organizes elements by their atomic number and electron configuration. It's an invaluable tool for chemists and scientists, providing a wealth of information about each element at a glance. When atoms connect, through the magic of chemical bonds, they form molecules. Two or more atoms bonded together, sharing or exchanging electrons to create a stable configuration. These bonds are what hold molecules together and give them their unique properties. Oxygen gas? That's two oxygen atoms bonded together. O2, it's what we breathe, essential for life as we know it. Water? Two hydrogens and one oxygen, H2O. It's the lifeblood of our planet, covering most of the Earth's surface and essential for all living organisms. Molecules can be simple, like water or oxygen, or incredibly complex. The possibilities are virtually endless. For example, sugar has 45 atoms arranged in a specific way to give it its sweetness, while DNA, the blueprint of life, has billions of atoms, intricately arranged in a double helix structure. The way atoms are arranged in a molecule, its precise structure and geometry determines what the substance is and how it behaves, its physical and chemical properties. This arrangement dictates everything from its melting point to its reactivity. Rearranging the same atoms even slightly can create completely different things with vastly different properties. These are called isomers, molecules with the same chemical formula but different structures. Atoms are the bricks, molecules are the structures, the houses, and the skyscrapers of the material world. The type and arrangement of atoms decide if something is solid, liquid, or gas, hard or soft, tasty or toxic. It's all about the interactions between these tiny particles. Everything you interact with, from the air you breathe to the food you eat, is a collection of molecules, collections of atoms working together in complex and fascinating ways. Understanding this fundamental concept is the first step to understanding chemistry and unlocking the secrets of the universe. It's simple, elegant, and powerful, a testament to the beauty and order of the natural world. Atoms build everything from the smallest grain of sand to the largest star in the galaxy. Molecules make it interesting, adding complexity, diversity, and endless possibilities to the world around us. Chemistry is the ultimate construction set, allowing us to manipulate atoms and molecules to create new materials, medicines, and technologies. So let's keep building, exploring, and discovering the amazing world of atoms and molecules. Atoms and molecules aren't static, they don't just sit still, they're constantly in motion, vibrating and jiggling. This inherent movement is due to thermal energy, which dictates how vigorously these tiny particles behave. Even in solids, atoms vibrate in place. In liquids and gases, they move more freely, bumping into each other and the walls of their container. And because of this constant motion, they interact and change. These interactions can range from simple collisions to complex rearrangements of atoms and molecules. When atoms collide with enough energy and the right orientation, chemical bonds can break and new ones can form. This grand atomic dance, this constant making and breaking of bonds, is called a chemical reaction. It's a fundamental process that drives everything from the simplest biological functions to the most complex industrial processes. A chemical reaction transforms one set of substances, the starting materials, into another by rearranging atoms to form new substances. These new substances are called products, and they have different properties than the reactants. The starting materials are reactants. These are the ingredients you begin with. They possess a certain amount of chemical energy stored in their bonds. The new ones are products. These are the result of the reaction, and they also possess chemical energy, which may be different from the reactants. Lighting a barbecue? Think about what's happening at the molecular level. Propane, a hydrocarbon fuel, and oxygen from the air react, forming carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas. Water, often in the form of steam, heat, which cooks your food, and light, which allows you to see what you're doing. This is an example of combustion, a type of chemical reaction that releases energy in the form of heat and light. Baking a cake? That's chemistry in action too. Flour, sugar, eggs, and baking soda. Each ingredient plays a crucial role in the chemical reactions that occur during baking. These ingredients react in the oven, under the influence of heat, creating bubbles of carbon dioxide, a light and airy texture, and that delicious flavor we all love. You can't unbake a cake. Once it's done, it's done. The molecules have been permanently rearranged, forming new compounds with different properties. This is an example of an irreversible reaction. In every reaction, atoms aren't created or destroyed. They simply change partners. They're just rearranged, forming new molecules with different properties. It's like taking apart a Lego car, disassembling all the pieces, and building a house with the same bricks. You still have the same number of Lego bricks, but they're now arranged in a different way. This is the law of conservation of mass. The total mass of the reactants equals the total mass of the products. This fundamental principle is a cornerstone of chemistry, guiding our understanding of how matter changes. The universe never loses its building blocks. The atoms that make up everything around us are constantly being recycled and reused. It just finds new ways to use them, creating an endless variety of molecules and compounds. Chemical reactions are everywhere, constantly occurring all around us, shaping our world, influencing everything from the weather to the technology we use. From cooking to cleaning, the processes we use every day rely on chemical reactions. Chemistry is always at work, whether we realize it or not, constantly transforming the world around us. Every change you see, every transformation you witness, is atoms finding new partners and forming new bonds. That's the magic of reactions, the power of atoms to create something new. Chemistry is transformation, it's the science of change. Let's see it in action, and explore some specific examples of chemical reactions in the world around us. Your kitchen is a chemistry lab. Browning meat, that's the Maillard reaction. Proteins and sugars create new flavors and aromas. Bread rising, yeast ferments sugars, releasing carbon dioxide that makes dough fluffy. Boiling an egg, heat untangles proteins, turning runny whites solid. You can't unboil an egg. Those proteins are changed for good, making salad dressing. Oil and vinegar don't mix, but an emulsifier like egg yolk bridges them, creating a creamy vinaigrette. Every meal is a series of chemical reactions you can taste. Cooking is chemistry you can eat. Your kitchen is a playground for chemical principles. Next time you cook, think about the science behind the flavor. Chemistry makes food delicious. Cleaning is pure chemistry. Soap molecules have a water-loving head and an oil-loving tail. When you wash, the tails grab grease, the heads stay in water, forming micelles that trap dirt and wash it away. Detergents work similarly but are designed to clean even in hard water, avoiding soap scum. Bleach? It uses oxidation to break down stains and kill germs. Every spray, scrub, and wash is a chemistry lesson in action. Chemistry keeps us clean and healthy. Next time you wash your hands, remember the science at work. Everyday cleaning is molecular magic. Chemistry is practical power. Breathing is chemistry in action. Air is mostly nitrogen and oxygen with a bit of argon and carbon dioxide. Oxygen fuels the chemical reactions in your cells. Cellular respiration. Hemoglobin in your blood grabs oxygen and delivers it to every cell. Inside cells, oxygen helps break down glucose, releasing energy for everything you do. The byproducts? Water and carbon dioxide. Hemoglobin carries carbon dioxide back to your lungs, and you exhale it. Plants take in that carbon dioxide and, through photosynthesis, turn it back into oxygen and glucose. It's a beautiful, planet-wide chemical cycle. Breathing connects you to every plant on Earth. Chemistry keeps you and the planet alive. The chemistry lab is where science gets real. You don safety goggles and become the experimenter, not just the observer. In labs, you might do titrations adding one chemical to another until you see a color change revealing hidden information. Or you might synthesize something new like aspirin, transforming raw materials into useful products. Labs teach precision and safety and careful observation, skills valuable in any field. You learn to follow procedures, troubleshoot, and draw conclusions from evidence. The lab is a training ground for critical thinking. Chemistry comes alive when you do it yourself. Chemistry isn't just about understanding, it's about changing the world. Chemists create better solar panels and batteries for clean energy. They develop filters and catalysts to provide clean water and break down pollution. Chemistry drives medical breakthroughs from new drugs to vaccines. It's key to sustainability, biodegradable plastics, efficient recycling, and green processes. Chemistry helps us build smarter materials, cleaner energy, and healthier lives. By applying chemistry, we shape a better future. Every global challenge is a chemistry challenge. Science empowers us to solve them. Chemistry is innovation in action. Chemistry isn't just a subject, it's a living science that shapes your world. It explains everything from food to air, and gives you tools to understand how things work. Chemistry opens doors, materials, science, food chemistry, forensics, environmental science, and more. Even if you don't become a chemist, the way of thinking you learn is invaluable problem solving, attention to detail, critical thinking. Chemistry makes you a smarter consumer and a more informed citizen. Be curious, ask questions, wonder about the molecules behind every change. The world is your laboratory. By learning chemistry, you're learning the language of the universe. That's powerful. Go explore, experiment, and maybe change the world. Science rules, chemistry is everywhere, and now you know why.